What's up? What's up? What's up? I want to talk to you about should you get married, yes or no? I was just having a conversation with a girlfriend of mine, and I was just like, wow, kind of shocked on how the conversation went and my views on it. First, I want to say I do believe in marriage. I think marriage is a life enhancement. I think we're social creatures. And when I look at my future, I see myself having a family and being a family man. So if I want to do that, I'm thinking marriage may be a really good option for me. One of my things is we want all of these mansion like dreams, but what are we willing to sacrifice for it, right? So I want to be married. Well, I really want kids. So what am I willing to sacrifice to build that legacy, right? So one of it is changing the way I think about it, I guess, right? So I love my freedom. I love having my own space. I was telling this to my friend, and she's like, "You can have all of that in a relationship," and I'm like, "Oh, I guess you can." Right? So you have to force yourself to think a little differently, right? I have to stop thinking about myself and think about other people, which is hard. And I'm guessing a lot of you guys have this problem as well. Um, yeah, just that's just the kind of person I am sometimes, right? I naturally think about myself. Is takes a lot of energy for me to think about someone else in my decision making. Just to be honest, maybe not all the time, like my family members and close friends, but when I'm thinking about relationships, I'm usually thinking about myself. I think about the cost you got to pay to have a family, the things you want to get married. I'm thinking, wow, this is a different way of thinking, right? I don't want to do that. Um, Listening to her, explaining myself, sharing my time and attention, that's a lot of maintenance to be with the girl. And it come with rules. You can't talk to any other girls, or do anything that's disrespectful towards the relationship. That's rough and that's a tough price to pay, right? What do you think? I was thinking about all the things I would be giving up if I wanted to build a legacy, have a family, and have a wife. But I forgot perspective to think about the benefits of it, right? So I was saying I want freedom. That's just me being selfish, right? If we're social creatures and I want to share my life, I got to learn to share things in general. Um, I want my own space, right? That was one of my reasons on why I don't want to have someone move in with me. But guess what? I have my friends over all the time, and they don't help clean up. They don't care about my stuff, so I'm obviously lying there. Um, One of the things I brought up was like sex with other people, and you get sex in a relationship. So as I thought about it, I'm like, wow, I'm really making excuses on why I don't want to be in a relationship or move forward with one, having a girl move in with me, be married. And I'm like, wow, I'm really one of those people who are afraid of growth and afraid of responsibility. I'm making excuses on why I can't do something that's definitely possible. It's been done plenty of times before. And how do you say you want something, but you're not willing to pay the price for it? Right? You want something for nothing. I want the benefits of family without having the sacrifices of family. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of silly. Now, what if I had a wife, right? The rewards of that is kids. I'll have John Underwood the fourth, John Harrison Underwood the fifth, right? When he have kids, right? That pushes me to granddaddy status, and I'm looking forward to granddaddy status. And if I was to get married, just perspective, benefit wise, I actually move away from the risk of having to pay child support. Yep, child support. Also, I don't want to have to work harder as a parent. I want to enjoy parenthood. Having a wife, you know, there's a good chance I'll enjoy parenthood if I have someone to help me along with it. Shout out to the single moms and dad out there, but I don't really want that. I was also talking to a friend, and his wife was just talking about all the things she had to do to prepare dinner and all the food she was gonna make. Dirty rice, big chicken, cornbread, greens. They having cake. I'm like, wow. I had had chicken breasts and broccoli. That's like my go-to meal. Nothing creative or fancy about it. Just throw some seasoning in it. And I'm like, wow, I would really love to come home to that. Not saying that every wife is gonna cook, but I'm hoping mine will. Right? I would love to have a good meal. Nice trusting relationship, someone you can trust. Because if you from my hood, you know what rule number one is. If any of my real friends watching, feel free to comment below. And one of the favorite things I like to do is I like kid events, right? Uh, Recitals. I love when friends of mine are playing their instrument on stage. I love plays. I have friends who are actors, or I get to see them in plays. Some of the kid movies are funny. I don't have a reason to go. Shout out to my nephew Makai. I get to take him places and do kid stuff with him. It's like really stuff that I want to do. But yeah, yeah, it's not a bad thing. I just wasn't thinking about it. Shout out to the homie for having a conversation with me and changing my perspective on it. And I'm thinking the energy you save from well, I'm thinking about the energy I put into just finding different women. You can put that energy to grow other areas of your life, right? If you were to accept, well, first recognize and find a good woman, like the Bible says, and you find that good thing, you'll be okay, right? And then work on career, work on fitness, things like that. Well, anyways, I'm just gonna stop it here before I get myself in too much trouble. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video.